Good evening, welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to do a good old-fashioned pickups video. So this is pickups from the last 2 months. So there's not like an awful lot, but there's quite a bit to get through. Some of it birthday presents, things like that, and just bits and bobs. I didn't have a chance to do a pickups video last month, so it's a twofer. It's a twofer video, 2 for 1. So we'll start off with the first thing that I've got here is from, and I showed it off on the live stream, but this is from the guys, and I'll show you unboxed so you can see everything that's inside it, 'cause it's absolutely brilliant, man. And it's Rocket Knight Adventures Resparked, so the limited edition from Limited Run. It's a brilliant collection of stuff in here. So inside here you've got like a big Mega Drive clamshell box, which is really cool. It's hard to open though. And then inside the clamshell box you've got a poster. So let's show you the poster. So obviously it's kind of the cover art of the Mega Drive one, and then this one looks more like the Super Nintendo one. Sparkster 2, I guess, or Rocket Knight Adventure 2. Sparkster. I don't know the names of them all. I have played one of them. I played Rocket Knight Adventures on the PA on the first one. I used to have it on the Mega Drive, and I used to get so far in it and then I always get beat, but never managed to finish it because I utilised the rewind button quite a bit. But I'm quite confident I could get through it, to be honest. But it is tricky, man. It's hard. It was Martin Whitehouse was telling me in one of the chats, just like advice on how to beat it, things like that. And you've just got to be aggressive. You've got to kind of just go for the bosses and things like that. Like use your sword. Don't use the kind of ranged attack, or the not ranged attack, the kind of rocket attack. Just go in with your sword and smash things. It came with an official soundtrack as well. I'll put this on in a wee while actually. I do like listening to my soundtracks now and again, so I'll put that on after this video. Where will I put it? Put it there now. And then inside we've got very well packaged. We've got the game. It's not in there just now because it's downstairs because I was playing it, and it's got like a cool little instruction manual as well. It's like it's a comic book essentially. Sorry, it's not an instruction manual, but that is really cool. Cool little comic book in there inside. Reversible art as well, so it looks like a two-toned kind of Rocket Knight Adventures and then Sparkster. And then also in the clamshell we've got a really cool nice steelbook. Really nice, really nice. Just over there. So that was everything that was in the clamshell, but there's more. But wait, there's more. There is a proper comic, a real comic in there as well, in addition to the instruction manual kind of comic. It's some collection. This it's fantastic. Design documents, so it's like an art book. I'm not really doing this justice, but it's a really cool art book as well. It's got all the kind of concept art and the box art from different regions, things like that, and different kind of adverts and stuff. Really nice, that wee bit. And then a Rocket Knight Adventures Resparked like certificate. So it's number 140 of 550. And then another really cool thing in here is like a little framed piece, and the inside's got like little mini carts. So you've got like a mini, sorry for the glare, you've got a mini Mega Drive Rocket Knight Adventures, a mini Genesis Sparkster, and then a little American SNES Sparkster as well. So that's really nice. I need to put that somewhere. on display. God knows where. Let's see if I can put this out the way now. There's so much crap in here, man. Need a wee dust. There you go, that looks alright there, doesn't it? That looks cool. And then the last thing in the box is a really cool little metal model of Sparkster himself. It's a hefty wee thing. Look at that. It's like proper like steel. It's like proper metal. It's really heavy for its size. It's not going to put my back out or anything, but it's really nice. I'll put that up there as well. How's that? That looks alright, doesn't it? There you go. So again, thank you very much to the guys for chipping in and grabbing us that, because that's really nice of them to do that. Aye, it's just embarrassed. I was so embarrassed as well with the stream, but anyway, so nice. Thank you very much. So we'll move on to some birthday stuff. So these are the gifts. A lot of the stuff I have bought is like using birthday money and stuff, but these are two games I got from the missus and Jay. So the first one I've not played yet, I've not opened it yet, but I'll open it just now so you can see. I'm sorry, there's two unboxings here, but I've not even looked inside this. But it's the Plucky Squire. I think this game looks really cool. I've seen like I've seen videos of it. I've seen people playing it on like streams. Open. And I think it's reviewed pretty well. Like, I don't really read the reviews or watch reviews, but I just kind of like look at the kind of overall score, and I think it's rated quite high. I'm thinking around about 8 out of 10 and things like that. But I think it looks absolutely brilliant, and I'm really looking forward to playing this. That's how we look what's inside, because I don't know. I do not know. I think a few folk picked this up recently because it was quite cheap on Amazon. I think it was only 25 quid. I think they were both 25 quid. Oh, we've got another soundtrack, but I'll listen to that one next because I don't know the music in this game, so I won't list this one just now. We'll listen to Rocket Knight later. And then, obviously the game, Plucky Squire. And then an art book. Smells nice. But yeah, art book just of all the kind of artwork. Funnily enough. Aye, it looks really nice. It's kind of got a look like, what was that game that I played last year? Is it Adventure Time? I think it was. Adventure Time. I can't remember the title of it. It was quite a silly title, but it was quite a nice wee kind of a Zelda kind of style action adventure. But I think this kind of goes a little bit different. It's got that kind of aspect to it, but then I think it's got like platforming and stuff, and like you come in and out of the page and you go onto backgrounds and walls and things like that. It looks really cool. I am looking forward to playing this. Hopefully I'll get this one done this year for my 52. Talking of the 52, one game I did play, which was a birthday present, was Albatross, and this game was brought to my attention by Pete Fighter 2. I don't want to talk too much about it because I'll do it in my kind of like my final 12 games. So this was game number 48 or 49, I can't quite remember. But overall it was very disappointing. It was very, it had so much promise. It looked gorgeous. When it looks good, it looks gorgeous, it looks stunning. But the problem is it's very unfinished. Like, the textures will all pop in like 5 minutes too late. Like, the character models, at one point I remember in one of the villages, like one of the characters was just like a wireframe. Like, before the textures and the characters popped in, it was just really poor. Yeah, and so the graphics, the textures and things like that didn't really work. The controls don't really work. I'll talk about it more in the kind of in my kind of like next 12 games review kind of thing. But the one thing I did really like about this was the music. I thought the music was fantastic. But I just think it was such a missed opportunity. Yeah, I'll talk about it a bit more in a video coming up. But anyway, Albatross. So that was game 48 or 49, I can't remember. So those were 2 birthday presents. I got some birthday money as well. And I was up at Forgotten Worlds with Generation Pixel. And essentially my birthday money was for these games here. I'll show you the cheap ones first, because in fact none of them are really expensive. In fact, they're not expensive, but these are the 2 cheap ones that I just wanted to have, because I've seen them before. I don't have them, and it's kind of like, they're kind of like glaring omissions, because they're like kind of games that I wanted to play. They're both first-person shooters, and the first one's on the PSP, and it's Coded Arms. I've always wanted to play this. I don't know why. I know first-person games on the PSP are a bit rank rotten because there's only one analog stick, but I still wanted to play this, and I seen it in there for £3, so I just grabbed it for £3. I've since went back and watched a Metal Jesus Rocks video on PSP first-person shooters, and he rates these quite highly, but he did mention that the second one's better. This is more of a kind of not even a corridor shooter, but you just like not even an arena shooter, like a room shooter. You go into a room, you clear the room, pick up the key and move on, kind of thing. So it does sound quite basic, and I think the second one will be better. But I'm glad to have it in the collection, and it was only a cheap one. It was only £3. And then the next one's £2, and this is a game that I've got on the Xbox underneath the bed. I don't have any Xbox in here, or very little Xbox in here. I thought, cool, I'll pick up on the PS2, but I do imagine it'll play better on the Xbox, to be fair. But it's a game that I wanted to play back in the day. A game that I remember reading things about on magazines and things like that, and I've never ever played it. Even though I've got it, I've not played it yet. Maybe I should get onto it soon. And it was only £2, and it's Mace Griffin Bounty Hunter. I always remember this back in the day in magazines, because I remember reading about it, and it had like a seamless kind of transition between first-person shooting into like air combat, dogfighting and things like that. I just thought that sounded pretty cool, and the graphics on it, I remember, and looking at the back just here, still look pretty good for what the kind of era was, and it gave me a kind of a feeling of like Red Faction and things like that. But yeah, I still want to play this. I should play this pretty soon. It was only £2. I wasn't worried. £2 a steal. And then the next 2 games on the PS4. This looks absolutely mad. It looks brilliant, right up my street. The kind of art style that I like, in a first-person shooter again. And it's Forgive Me Father. I think this looks really cool. And I know there's a sequel coming out, or there's a sequel out now. I think it's pretty cheap actually. I need to try and get a hold of it. I'm sure I've seen it for £25 on one of the websites. But yeah, this looks really cool. I've seen like gameplay of it. It looks smooth, it looks class. The music sounds brilliant. Sound effects are great. I'm really looking forward to playing this one as well. Honestly, there's so many bloody games to play. There's so many games to play. But at the moment, talking about first person, I've just showed 3 first person shooters there. And at the moment, I'm playing Doom Eternal downstairs. And Doom Eternal is fantastic, man. I can't believe it's taken me so long to play Doom Eternal. It's absolutely brilliant. And I've since learned, I don't know if it's on the PS4 one, but I've since learned, once you finish the game and you go back into level select and play different levels, I've heard that you unlock a photo mode. So I'm absolutely buzzing for that. I can't wait to go in there and start taking big bombastic pictures of Doom Guy and all the kind of, and the Slayer and all that. Man, I think it's going to be a class photo mode. I don't know what it's like yet, I've not used it, but aye, buzzing. But anyway, Forgive Me Father, I think this looks really, really cool. I'm looking forward to getting onto that at some point. And then the last one I got from Forgotten Worlds, sorry, not Forbidden Worlds, Forgotten Worlds, was Prinny, Can I Really Be the Hero? So this, I remember Ross put up on one of the chats, and he's done his pickup video since, so he's already shown it. So he picked this up and he put on one of the chats that you picked it up, and then when I seen that and I was up in Forgotten Worlds, I was like, oh, there's that Prinny game, I'm going to get that too. But he got the nice kind of collector's edition one. This is just the basic kind of normal version, but it looks kind of cool. It's a 2D or 2.5D platformer, and you've got 1,000 Prinnies, so like 1,000 lives to make it through the game. So in that sense, I don't think it's that hard of a game, but I think some parts of it are tricky. I mean, that's probably the famous last words for me, because I probably won't finish it. No, I will. I should be able to. And also, I didn't know that this wee Prinny guy, Stuart Generation Pixel, of course he knew, man. He told me that wee guy's from Disgaea. It tells you in the back here. Disgaea. Yeah, I didn't know that because I've not played Disgaea games. But he's from the Disgaea games. Prinny. So that looks good as well. Look forward to getting onto that as well. Honestly, man, too many games. We'll go next, CEX. I picked up this game because I thought it's a cracking price. It was only 22 quid and it's pretty new. And I thought I'd pick it up for the stream and we'll get playing it on the stream. We didn't play it in the stream. We didn't play it once. But I picked up Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection Arcade Classics. So this has got... Let me take these stickers off. So this has got X-Men Children of the Atom, Marvel Superheroes, X-Men Street Fighter, X-Men vs. Capcom, Marvel vs. Capcom 2, and Marvel Superheroes vs. Street Fighter. And it's also got the Punisher, which is like a god-awful expensive game on the Mega Drive. I don't mean it's god-awful and rubbish, I mean the pricing is just ridiculous. But I got it for 22 quid. I'm not paying it for the Mega Drive, absolutely no chance. But brilliant games, absolutely brilliant games. I remember playing these when I was younger. Love the graphics, love Marvel. So colourful. But this really did disappoint me, because I know a lot of people that got this and like they love it. They think it's a great collection, which it is 100%. But when I loaded up Marvel vs. Capcom 2, like I got myself all kind of sat down. I don't really play fighters, but I thought this is going to be a blast in the past. We know I'm going to go in here and I'm going to unlock all the characters. That's not the case. As soon as you hit in Marvel vs. Capcom 2, it just takes you straight into the game and all the characters are already unlocked. I think that's pretty poor. Like, I was looking forward to unlocking the characters. That was the main draw for me for this. Well, that and to play it on the stream, that we didn't play on the stream anyway. But the fact that all the characters are already unlocked is a bit... It kind of takes away from the game a bit, I think. Which is a bit of a shame. But I mean, it is good, it's fantastic. It's classic fighters in here. And the Punisher, like I would never have been able to play the Punisher if it wasn't for this. I've not played it yet, but I can now play the Punisher without spending, I don't even know how much it is, 400 quid, I don't know, on the Mega Drive. So I got that for 22 quid and I was looking, I thought I'll round it up to 30 and see what I can get. And I picked up a PS1 game that I do have. I'm just trying to see it, I don't see it just now. But I do have this already, but I'm sure my copy wasn't working or it needed cleaned or something. So I just picked this up again, and it's a Monkey Hero on the PS1. I've always been interested in this game. It looks like a Zelda kind of game again, like a Zelda action adventure kind of game. Always looked good. I've never played it before. Sorry, I have played it before. I'm sure I played a demo of it before, like way back in the day. But I kind of happy to have this one in the collection now as well. Get round to it at some point. It's not like an RPG. I don't know if I've picked up any RPGs this month, but there's one glaring omission that I need to admit is and I tried to get back into RPGs this year, and I just can't do it. I just don't have the patience for it at all. I've just dropped another RPG there, so I've dropped 3 RPGs this year. After putting like 15-20 hours into each of them, I just lose interest in them, and it doesn't really hold my attention, or something will just happen and just block, just a big roadblock, and I'm just like, I can't be bothered going to grind. I'm not playing this anymore. I'd much rather be ripping and tearing demons and Doom Eternal than playing an RPG, that's for sure. But anyway, that's kind of beside the point. Monkey Hero, cool game. Next we'll go to second-hand shops. Well, first we'll go to Cash Generator. Cash Generator. So the last game on the 52 Club was Alex Kidd in Shinobi World. And just as luck had it, I went up to Cash Generator and there was 3 Master System games in the glass cabinet, $5.99 each, so I just grabbed all 3 of them. It was Alex Kidd in Shinobi World, which I finished on the stream, absolutely buzzing, and I've got a witness. Retro Ed was there, he saw me finishing it, he gave me a high five, so I definitely finished it. I definitely finished a bit of Retro, so Alex Kidd Shinobi World, done. Moving on. Sonic the Hedgehog, Master System as well. I don't really need this anyway because I've already got it built into my Master System. It's not the Master System with Alex Kidd's Miracle World. It's the one with Sonic built in. So I've got a copy of Sonic. If anybody wants a copy of Sonic, let me know for the Master System and you can have it. And then Moonwalker. Moonwalker's class, man. Moonwalker, what a game. I love this game. I only ever played it on the Mega Drive. I just thought it was brilliant, man. And now you're looking back on it and it's Michael Jackson finding kids in closets and car boots. It's a bit dodgy, but listen, absolutely, that's a class game, man. Even like the soundtrack and all that for like an 8-bit console and on the Mega Drive 16-bit, like the soundtrack was ace, man. It was so cool. And then I seen this in there as well, and it was only $3.99, so I grabbed it, and it's a Gun. I'm not sure if I have Gun. I think I do, but I thought I'll grab it for £4 anyway, and I can chuck it into the charity stream stuff. But unfortunately we didn't get around to raffling off a PS2 this year, so we'll roll it on to next year, and we've got a massive bundle of PS2 stuff to, like, it's going to be a cracking bundle, by the way. I know everybody's probably got a PS2, but just in the off chance somebody doesn't have a PS2, or not even that, you'll just get a shed ton of games with it. I think there's like 40 games already in the bundle for this PS2 bundle. It's an incredible bundle. But yeah, Gun. I've not played Gun. I've played a little bit of Red Dead Redemption. I know it's a different game, but the point I'm trying to get to is, like, I think I'd rather play this than Red Dead Redemption. I've tried Red Dead Redemption and I've tried Red Dead Redemption 2, and I just can't go on with them. Again, I think it's just because it's that kind of Grand Theft Auto kind of mold. It's kind of like open world, go and do what you want. That doesn't pique my interest. It doesn't interest me. I like to be told what to do, and again, this is why I'm dropping off RPGs a little bit. I just like these blockbuster storyline kind of games, or just games like Doom Eternal just now, like, where I know exactly what I'm doing. Like, you're going here, you're going to blast some demons, and then just simple. I'm just a simple person. But Gun. This looks alright, actually. And then we'll go on to second-hand shop stuff. So a full whack of second-hand shop stuff. I was quite chuffed with what I got. Not great stuff, but just the amount of stuff I got and for the little it cost me. So CDs and a DVD, or CDs and a triple pack DVD, which is class. So the first one is Red Hot Chili Peppers Stadium Arcadium. I don't think I've ever had this album before. Nah, I'm sure I haven't. Definitely not. I don't even know half them songs. That's mental. But I do like the Chili's. Was this like early Chili's? No, 2006. So it wouldn't have been early. Anyway, that's pretty cool. Chili Peppers album. Another album I got was, well, it's not an album, it's a compilation. Air Guitar 2. Air Guitar 2. What is it? The best air guitar album in the world 2. I mean, it's just class songs, isn't it? It's just stadium rock, kind of big hair rock and all that. It's just, it's just anthems. class, just class music. And then the DVD collection I got, I know those were £1 each. This was £2, and it's the Danny Boyle collection. So you get Sunshine, 28 Days Later, and The Beach. Absolutely brilliant. Every single one of them films are fantastic. Like, honestly, I couldn't even put them in the top 3. I really couldn't. I couldn't even put 1, 2, and 3. I think Sunshine's maybe my favourite one. In fact, it probably goes in that order: Sunshine, 28 Days, and then Beach. The Beach, and The Beach is fantastic, man. Aye, brilliant collection of movies there for £2 as well. Absolute steal. And then when I was leaving the second-hand shop, yeah, there was no games on the shelves, but when I took these up to the counter, there was these 5 games of the PS2 just sitting on the counter, and they wanted £1 each for them, and I was like, fine, class, I'll take them. Listen, they're not great games, but they're just games I didn't have anyway. So Dead or Alive 2, I have this on the Xbox again, under the bed. But I remember Dead or Alive 1 on the PS1. I remember it looked brilliant for a PS1 game. And I have played Dead or Alive 2, and it's a good fighter. You know, I think it was one of the first ones, one of the first 3D fighters that kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? That kind of transferred through stages, kind of thing. That you punch people through gates and stuff, or through the floor, or up through the roof and things like that. I'm pretty sure this was one of the first ones that kind of did that, which was cool. Next one is rolling. So back in the day, I used to roller skate, aggressive inline. When I was younger, I don't think I could do it anymore. Kudos to Eddie, he still does it like every week, I think it is. But mad. But I used to love it. I used to love going out with my skates and stuff like that, and just listening to music with my headphones and stuff. And brilliant. So that's kind of cool. I was never really into these games like Tony Hawk's and things like that, just because they were daft and stupid. But I think I think I could play them now, like knowing they're not realistic and sensible. But like just pulling off all these tricks and jumping over helicopters and all that. I was just like, this is stupid, man. I was far too cool for school back then. This one I'm going to blame on Retro Bear, because he was playing one of these games. It's a different game though. He was playing it on the Wii. It must have been a month ago now. And anyways, Wacky Races. Wacky Races, Mad Motors. But this looks like a proper kind of like racer, like a kart racer almost kind of thing. Whereas the one Russ was playing was, it was quite a strange looking game. Like it would be like side on and you would see the cars all racing, but then it would change into like almost like mini games to see if you could take over a character or win something, and then it would go back into the side on kind of thing. It looked really cool. Like it looked really kind of nostalgic to the old cartoons and things like that. But this looks more like a proper racer or kart racer. Bust a Block. So I don't have this at all on the PS2, and it's just like a, what does he call it? Sorry, what is it you call it? Arkanoid. Now, I've mentioned this before. I can't remember who I was talking to. Like I remember way back in the day when we had way back in the Commodore 64 days when we were just wee. I remember having Arkanoid and playing it, but we never called it Arkanoid. We called it what did we call it? We called it Batty. We called it Batty because you're a wee bat like bouncing the ball up and down. Stupid thing. We used to call loads of things stupid things. We made up our own names for stuff. Even if you can remember in Gauntlet, way back in the day, man, way back in the day. In Gauntlet, there was this little purple guy that would chase you around, and my dad used to always call him, and it stuck. He used to always call him the Purple People Eater. So we always had to get away from the Purple People Eater. He was the bad guy. And anyway, nonsense. Next one is Max Payne 2. So I have Max Payne 1 already in the PS2. And now I've got Max Payne 2, I've got Max Payne 3 on the PS3. And like I'm right into Remedy. I'm right into the Remedy verse. So I'm buzzing because they're going to be remaking Max Payne. I don't know if they're going to do Max Payne 1 and 2, if they're going to just merge the two together. I don't know what they're doing with it. But Max Payne, for its time, back in the day, Max Payne was absolutely brilliant and different, and kind of pushed the boundaries and like storytelling and how like shocking it could be. Like I remember the nightmare scenes with the baby crying and you had to follow the blood and the darkness. It was different. There wasn't much games like Max Payne 2 back then. And Max Payne 2. But Max Payne 2 got that now as well. And then the last thing, I think it's the last thing, is some eBay purchases. So every now and again I just go on eBay and I go ending soonest, like, and look for the cheapest things under a $5. And I found these games here, which is really cool. One's really cool, but it costs more than a $5 because I'll get to it in a minute. But the first one was Michelin Rally Masters Race of Champions on the PS1. I thought I'm going to stock up on my racers because Retro Red Steve always bloody chooses racing games that I don't have. And again this month, what's he chose this month? RC to go. Absolutely no chance. I don't have that, man. And I've seen it, and it's on eBay and things like that for 15 quid and 20 quid, but I've not bought it yet. But anyway, Rally Masters, what is it? Michelin Rally Masters Race of Champions, and it was only cheap. I can't remember. I'll put all the prices at the end anyway. But it was under a $5, I'm sure. So another rally game for the collection, and hopefully I can get on a bloody Retro Red Steve challenge soon. And then this one was on D Review Ting's channel. James, he was doing the most recent video was a PSP platformers video, and this was on there, and this only cost like $150, I think it was. But then with postage and stuff, it was like a $5. But it's Tokobot. So when I was watching D Review Ting James's review of it, or the kind of like recommendation of it, it looked really interesting. It looked really cool and really platformy, puzzly kind of thing. The graphics look nice, and the presentation all looks cool. And the way you use your Tokobots to kind of like swing or make bridges or make rope and ladders kind of thing, that looks pretty good. I thought I'll grab it on his recommendation. And then this one here is quite mad because I'm like I said with the Marvel vs Capcom, like I'm not a big fighter fan. Like it's not a fan. I do like fighters, I do, but I just don't play them like by myself. Like I couldn't imagine anything worse than just sitting in here playing Street Fighter by myself. I just couldn't imagine anything more boring, to be honest. But I seen this and I thought this is cool, and it was going for like £5, and it was ending, so I thought bugger it, I'll put £6 in for it, and I won it, but I can't remember how much I won it for. Again, I'll check it at the end and put it all at the end. But it's King of Fighters Collection, the Orochi Saga. So this has got King of Fighters 94, 95, 96, 97, 98. So it's got 5 fighting games on there. And I thought, that's class, man. And it was only going for cheap. And I know at CEX, I can't remember, I want to say it's £30 in CEX for this. Maybe 20. I think it was 30, I'm sure it was 30. But I thought, that's bloody class, I'll get it for around £6 or whatever it was. But then once I bought it and won it and paid for it and everything, I realised it was coming from America. America. So it had all the bloody taxes and everything added onto it. So it came to like 17 quid. Which is fine, I don't mind paying 17 quid for it. But I wouldn't have, if it was 17 quid outright, I'd be like, nah, I could do without a fighter. I don't need a fighter, especially on a PSP. But I've had a wee shot of it. Got my arse kicked. I played 98 and I played 94, and they play fine, music's fine, the graphics are fine, the characters are cool. It's really, really cool. It's just I'm just not a fighter. I'm a lover, not a fighter. But really good. Happy to have it in the collection for sure. And like I remember as well playing like Darkstalkers back in the day, so I want to try and get that for the PSP again because that was a good fighter, and I really liked the characters in that. You know, like Lord Raptor, and you had the big Frankenstein dude. You had Taliban, the werewolf, Morrigan, Felicia, like just really cool characters. But aye, anyway, I'm just talking shite. That is all my pickups for this month. Aye. Oh, I do have another pickup, but it's a digital pickup. I've got hundreds of digital pickups actually, but I just don't really mention them. But I'll mention this one. I've not bought it yet. I'm going to buy it in a couple of days when payday comes. But it's Metro Awakening and Arizona Sunshine, 2 VR first-person shooters, and they're bundled together for £30, which is absolutely brilliant. I'm buzzing to play them because I played Arizona Sunshine earlier on this year. Absolutely loved it. It was only a tenner, I think, for the first one, and I've played all the Metros, and I absolutely love the Metro games. I love the storytelling. I love the atmosphere, the kind of feel of the whole Metro kind of thing. It's just absolutely brilliant. So I'm looking forward to playing both of them at some point. I won't play them one after the other because I do think you need to have a wee break between things like that. But I'm looking forward to playing them for sure. But anyway, that is all my pickups, I'm sure. Again, thank you for the guys for the Rocket Knight Adventures thing. That's just really cool. And I'll catch you all later. Cheers. Bye bye.